we are fixing up an Italian racing go-kart so we can have fun drifting. Now all the parts we need for this build are all on the table. We're gonna go over them so you guys can see what we're actually fixing. So the parts we got for this build include a chain, 2 clutches, a bunch of hardware. We got a throttle cable here. We have a rear split axle. We have a bunch of bolts and nuts here, and we have a Predator here, and some brake fluid, and this oil, which I just got. This also we need for the back bearings. So we have a lot of things to tackle, but the first thing we're gonna do is the engine plate, because if we don't have an engine plate, then we won't be able to mount the engine or put the rear sprocket on. Front clutch can't go on because we need all that for it to be aligned. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna pull an engine plate off of a project I'm actually not gonna show you guys because it's in a new video coming up, so secret things you won't be able to know. But we're gonna pull a engine plate off of another project, throw it right here, and then we'll be able to start throwing the clutch on the engine, throwing the engine on the engine plate, and then lining the chain and the sprocket up and everything. So let's go. What was that face?
It's hard to reach, man.
Back, let's go.
Who let this person in here?
So after looking at this, we can actually move this hub over. So that's what we're gonna do. So we got this almost fully lined, so we're gonna clock it in a little bit, and then we're gonna put the chain on and tighten this up and tighten that up. Make sure everything here is ready for actually riding. Alright guys, we got really far with this project. We got the sprocket on, we got the engine mount on, we have the engine in, we have the sprocket and the clutch aligned. So our next step is going to be bolting down the engine, and we can start moving on to some other stuff. Alright guys, so we got the engine all mounted up, and now we're gonna move on to the bearings. The rear bearings on the back axle are super crusted, so we need to put some lubricant in them, get them all loosened up so they're spinning, and then we'll get the chain on. And then from there, all we have is brakes and throttle, and after that, the project is done. Let's go. All right, guys, we got the chain all set up. Now, we're gonna have to do some adjustments later because I had to use a half link and then a master link. Once the chain gets worn out a bit, we can delete the half link and go straight to master link. But for now, we're gonna have to leave it how it is. So the next step is gonna be a throttle and brakes. Those are the last two things we need to do other than blowing up the tires. We'll do the throttle and then the brakes, and then we'll worry about the tires last. Alright guys, so as you can see, we got the throttle all hooked up. We just hooked this up like the basic way, through this here, and then through that there. And then it runs all the way down here. And down here we have a hose clamp keeping this here. And then we have another hose clamp attaching the wire to the throttle. And it works quite well. So we're gonna stay with this method. It's not like the cleanest method, but this way works really well as far as the throttle goes. So all right guys, so we got the throttle working. It's getting late, so we're gonna wait on the brakes for another day, and we're going to start on the wheels. So we're gonna inflate all 4 wheels and see if they hold air overnight. If they don't hold air overnight, we're gonna have to go and get them replaced. We're gonna have to get tubes for the inside. We'll see, but that's what we're gonna do next, so let's go.
First day.
End of the first day. Let's go. Alright guys, so we're back with the official day 2 of this build. So basically what happened is I filled up the tires in the last clip and they leaked out over a couple days. So I'm just gonna go ahead and continue on with the build because we're gonna be drifting this thing. So the tires are gonna be being worn through pretty fast. So as far as tires go, we're good. Now I went and started messing around with the hydraulic brakes that were on this cart, and instantly the brake cylinder broke and it was leaking everywhere. So uh-oh, hear that sound? I ended up going for mechanical brakes. I just bought a kit for a mechanical brake setup and I customized the brake to fit the rotor. So as far as brakes go, we're just gonna throw that kit on and the brakes will be done. Now there's one more step to complete this thing, and that is drift sleeves, because I've said multiple times we're gonna drift this thing. Now, normally what people do at this stage is they put PVC on the back 2 tires. We are definitely gonna do that, but I had an issue. The size of the back tires are super weird. They're 10 inches, they're 9.5 inches deflated. So I bought 9.5 inch sleeves. I couldn't fit them on. And finally, after ordering sleeves, having to send them back and not being able to find 10 inch in diameter sleeves, I finally realized that the bottom of a 5-gallon bucket is 10 inches. So all I did is went to Ace Hardware, found their 5-gallon buckets. I bought 3 of them. It sounds crazy, but it is gonna work because a 5-gallon bucket is made out of plastic PVC type material. I also ended up getting 3M grip tape. This is just so that when we pump up the tire, it has grip on the inside of the 5-gallon bucket when we cut it. So all we're gonna do is take these 5-gallon buckets and cut the bottom 5 inches off of the 5-gallon bucket, and that little span is 10 inches. And so we're gonna take that, put it on the back 2 tires with the grip tape on the inside, and we'll be set with some drift sleeves. So after that's done and the brakes are done, the project should be completed. So if you guys are enjoying this video so far, please hit that subscribe button. I'm trying to get to 5,000 subscribers. We hit 2,000. Thank you guys so much. There's a lot of support in the last video about the drift mower. I am planning to put a diesel in the drift mower, so stay tuned for that. And if you do want to see that, hit the subscribe button. All right, let's get back to this project. All right, so after messing with the brake caliper, we have our line marked here, and that is where this piece is gonna weld up. I'm gonna weld it and then I'm gonna show you after. Guys, it's getting pretty late. I finished the sleeves and the brakes are almost done. There's just one little spring that needs to be added to finish the brakes up. But as you can see here, here's one of the sleeves. We've got grip tape inside, and all you have to do, slip it right on like that. And then because it's tapered slightly because of the 5-gallon bucket, just go around and tap it like this. And then it's on there pretty well. And this is deflated, so all I have to do is inflate this, and then these should be ready for a session of drifting. There you can see there's the other one on there. I'm not sure how long these are gonna last because the 5-gallon buckets are pretty thin. Just to remind you, these 5-gallon buckets are about $6, and the PVC drift sleeves you usually have to get are $50. And I could definitely say the drift sleeves are way thicker, but I really just want to try this and see if it would actually work, because if it does work, maybe it only lasts like a couple sessions, maybe it only lasts once. Basically, if these do really work, it would save tons of money, and it's pretty cool because you can get 5-gallon buckets anywhere. So we're just gonna go and run these and see how it works. I'm not expecting much because they're thin. I do think we'll still be able to get a little bit of drifting out of it, so we'll see. Now, as far as the brakes go, the brakes are fully done. The only thing I need is a spring in between here and here. I'm gonna put a spring from here to here. Basically what's happening is I press the brake in the front, it locks up the brakes, but then in the back, it doesn't return back, and then it's like catching. So I need to get that one spring, and then we should be good to test drive this thing. I'm super excited because this project is really cool, and I'm just really excited to see it run. So I'm gonna get that spring. It's getting late, guys, so I'll see you guys tomorrow when this project is fully finished, and we'll actually get to test drive this thing. See you guys then. All right, guys, so today's the day that we finally get to drift this thing. We have it in the trailer here. I installed the spring I need to install. That thing's looking really good, and we got the drift sleeves on. I'm gonna be meeting up with a friend to drift this thing, so this is gonna be really fun. So everything's working, everything's all set, so we should be ready to drift. Let's go. What's up, bro? Anthony's back.
Yes. How much do we want to bet
What?
it's gonna break? First couple
Instantly.
tries, it's done.
We'll see, bro. was suctioned into the seat.
Dude, I swear I had it, bro. It was like a... It was bad, dude.
So hot. Hey, stop! Literally the perfect amount of like gravel and stuff. Here, when you go, cut it inside, and then drift, and you can hit all this gravel, and you'll come out to like here. Because if you see my camera, I'm like in the gravel all the way through. All right, let's get this thing. Speed test, here it is. Alright guys, so we ran that speed test and we got 33 miles per hour. I think that's great for a little drift car. You don't really need to be drifting over that speed, but there you go. Well guys, that's the end of the video. I hope you liked it. This video was super fun to film. We had a lot of problems at Anthony's house because the chain was popped off. There was a lot of alignment issues, but once we stretched out the chain and we put everything back and aligned it, now it's running really well. We're doing a lot of runs with it and it's holding up. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you liked it, definitely subscribe. We're trying to get to 5,000 subscribers and that would mean the world to me if we could get there. So as far as the sleeves go, I thought they were gonna work with the grip tape. They didn't work with the grip tape. They kept sliding off at Anthony's house, and then we put duct tape on the inside and that helped it grip, and then they worked perfectly. We got a couple runs out of them. He's absolutely cooking on that thing, man. It ended up being fine because we found a road that had a bunch of gravel on it and it's perfect for drifting. So we still got to drift this cart. Well, that's it for the video, guys. Always remember to subscribe and I'll see y'all next time.